Just like eating a really good meal without sanitizing your hands is extremely unsanitary, the following video contains coarse language which may prove unpalatable for younger audiences. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome. You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, helping you kick the crap out of the coronavirus on a budget. When it comes to eating in and eating out in the wake of this global health pandemic, for those taking the latter option, take heart of what two experts have to say. Benjamin Chapman, a professor at North Carolina State University and a food safety expert, says that based upon the info we have from the CDC and local and state public health officials, quote, I don't see any basis for recommendations that people not dine out. Furthermore, Craig Hedberg, a University of Minnesota professor and a foodborne illness expert, says that there's no credible evidence that this illness is transmitted through food, and suggests that provided that you take precautions, you can continue to dine out with fairly minimal risk. For those who are practicing, quote, social distancing, from where I stand, you have two options. One, you can call up HelloFresh or the new Freshly, or Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, whatever. Or two, you can actually take another step forward and actually cook and eat like you give a fuck. Such as the mission of Thug Kitchen, the acclaimed yet controversial vegetarian/vegan recipe blog. And out of that mission came their #1 New York Times best-selling cookbook, published by the folks at Rodale. Who else would publish a cookbook like this? And purchased for $7.99 and for 50% off. Here's the explicit trailer for the Thug Kitchen cookbook. And a rather cool one at that.
At my age, I should know better. I try and do the best I can to manage things like my high cholesterol, but nothing ever seemed to work. So I went to see my doctor, and he told me I might be suffering from a condition that affects lots of people today. Not giving a fuck about what I eat. That's when I found out about the Thug Kitchen Cookbook. It's full of delicious, plant-based recipes that really inspired me to get my shit together. Start eating some real fucking food. And now, I'm feeling better than ever.
Who are you?
I remember a time when I thought my kids got enough nutrition from that prepackaged bullshit I'd buy at the store. I was such a lazy fucking asshole. Now that I've got the Thug Kitchen Cookbook, I don't play that shit anymore.
I love to cook good food, but who has the fucking time to hunt down a dozen exotic ingredients just to eat better? Not at my age. Thug Kitchen helps me cut through the bullshit with language that I can understand.
If you or someone you love suffers from chronic drive-through dinners, meat sweats, gut rot, sugar shakes, or just want to get your shit together, see if the Thug Kitchen Cookbook is right for you. Thug Kitchen is not for everyone, including people who might be offended by words like ass, shit, fuck, or motherfucker. Some side effects may include feeling better, looking fly as fuck, saving some goddamn money, and in some cases, increased culinary competence that could lead to becoming a skilled son of a bitch in the kitchen.
So find out today if the Thug Kitchen Cookbook is right for you. You'll be fucking glad you did.
What are you doing here? I said get out.
Shut up!
I'm still here.
Just call your mother! God, fucking kids. All you people fucking...
By the way, that couple channel stuffing on the couch while munching on a bowl of popcorn is the couple responsible for this cookbook and for the blog as a whole. Michelle Davis and Matt Holloway. They, the blog, and this cookbook were the subject of controversy, with readers assuming there was a couple of black folks responsible for the language in this cookbook. But no matter to me, a cookbook based on a recipe blog is a cookbook based on a recipe blog, and I don't care what it is. This foodie can use all the cookbooks he can, as long as he buys them secondhand. So, provided that you can't take the heat, get in the kitchen, and as Mills Lane used to say, let's get it on! For this review, I sought assistance from a Substack blogger named Alika, who will be practicing home cooking for the foreseeable future, aka the rest of this month and the many months to come in the wake of this epidemic, and suggests that you try home cooking with long-term shelf-stable ingredients and long-life fridge/freezer ingredients. Furthermore, I sought assistance from Julia Turson's Small Victories Cookbook, a cool cookbook for those starting out in the kitchen, and a chapter called 7 Things to Do with a Can of Chickpeas. Thug Kitchen offers 4 of them, and we're going to take a look at those 4 right now, plus a special bonus recipe in honor of yesterday. First up, spiced chickpea wraps with tahini dressing, and I caution you, viewer discretion advised. This captures the smoky flavor of a falafel without all the fucking work. The recipe descriptions, the directions, and the subtext, you won't find one page in here, not even in the index, that does not contain an obscenity. Save for the copyright information, but that's really not important. Actually it is, but it's boring. Now, smoked almond and chickpea salad Sammys. Forget the $5 fake out, eat a real fucking sandwich. You don't even know about this sandwich, like, goddamn, we can't even just fucking make it. Trust, makes 4 to 6 sandwiches depending on how fucking high you stack your Sammy. Take a look at the directions and the subtext. Better yet, have a look at that picture right there. Not every recipe in here includes the photograph, but the ones that do make you mind the language just a bit more. Chickpeas and dumplings. A vegetarian take on chicken and dumplings. A comfort food classic. Prepare for a fucking food coma. This stew is thick and our personal favorite. If you've never had some version of this southern staple, then get the fuck on it. These dumplings are rolled out like delicious fluffy noodle things and not just those shitty drop dumplings other people use. Yeah, that's right. Shots fired in the dumpling wars. Makes enough for 6 hungry motherfuckers. Not even close to done. Turn the damn page. Alright. Don't order me, okay, Thug Kitchen? Nobody orders Sesto to do anything except my audience. Period. Yeah, my folks, but that's few and far between. Final chickpea recipe. Roasted chickpea and broccoli burritos. Chickpeas and garbanzo beans are the same fucking thing. And, reminder, chicks love chickpeas. You know, hummus? You're welcome. This is a fan favorite that had to appear in the book. It's a weeknight staple and one badass burrito. I appreciate filling in the blank for this case. You deserve to have in your life. Listen to the fans. They know what's up. They also acknowledge the fans in the acknowledgements, well, in the category of the internet. Says one of the authors, this would not have happened without the love and support of a bunch of strangers, and I'll chalk that up as to acknowledgement of the blog readers. Finally, banana cream pie, because yesterday was Pie Day, gotta chow down on Pie Day. Sorry to get all Rebecca Black on you. This may not look like the fanciest pie, but it's the only one that always hits the fucking sweet spot. Question, if it doesn't look anything like a fancy pie, how come there's no photo? Huh? Kind of odd, Michelle and Matt. Cool illustrations immediately when you open up the cover, along with a guide to cooking basic grains, and what essential pantry staples you need to have on hand. Throughout you'll also see helpful sidebars displaying basic cooking and mise-en-place principles. Food so good, we swear by it, and so too does Jamie Oliver. And if Jamie Oliver's endorsing this book, well, that's all the evidence you need. We know you want to give a damn about what you eat, but it all just seems too difficult or expensive. Well, we're not buying that, and you said it either. We're not going to lecture you or complicate shit. We're just here to help you eat your fucky vegetables. So if you're ready to upgrade your cooking game, step on into Thug Kitchen. It's only a matter of time before Thug Kitchen Party Grub for social motherfuckers comes to the thrift store. But under these circumstances, that just seems like a long time away. Because of the amount of coarse language and the fact that no one's ever enjoyed a sight of coarse language with their 3-course meal, vegetarian or otherwise, this semi-carnivore is awarding Thug Kitchen 3.5 out of 5 claps. Don't get me wrong, it's still pretty cool. I just have one question for Michelle and Matt.
Are you insane?
You two should be for coming up with a cookbook like this. But be that as it may, this does offer up some insanely tasty sounding recipes, and can and probably will prove insanely helpful, especially during this time, to help you lead a better life. And if nothing else, eventually, once everything is settled down, if you bring this to a wine and cheese board tasting, you'll have the attendants talking behind your back. This is conversation party gold. Please, do the right thing and help kick COVID-19's ass! You'll find more information on everything we talked about in this video with links in the description below. For a USA Today article, Alika's Substack article on home cooking in the time of the coronavirus, plus the coronavirus website on cdc.gov that explains more about the epidemic and offers resources and tips for you to protect yourself and your loved ones. With that said, in the words of Jerry Springer, take care of yourself and each other, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching.